Halli, hallo, hallöchen. Hallo ihr Süßen, schön, dass ihr da seid. Heute geht es los mit Slay the Princess. Warum? Warum ist das gespiegelt? Holy shit. Warum ist das gespiegelt? Hände sind gespiegelt? Nee, Hände ist nicht gespiegelt. Hä? I'm confused right now. Egal. Passt schon, passt schon. Okay, wir fangen heute an mit Slay the Princess. Mal schauen, ob wir das heute hinkriegen, die Prinzessin zu slayen oder auch nicht. So. New Game. Ne? Jetzt. Capture 1. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Hallo Chat!
Okay. The end of the world. What are you talking about? Have you considered what maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's looked up? Huh? Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it? Can someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me that to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. Wow. Silently continue to the cabin. Turn around and leave.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world? Or if you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm going to kill her. I'm not going to kill her. Oh shit. Do you have any evidence to back this up? Have you considered that the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Can someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Nehmen wir
It's
das
all
mal.
part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Wir nehmen mal das
Take
Schwert
the blade
mit.
from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Into the basement. Oh, jetzt hat der Cursor
The
auch
door to the
das...
basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi! Just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Continue down the stairs. Schwierig. Schwierig. Nachschauen? Was?
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Oh. What? No way. Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. No. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Holy shit.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Holy shit.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late.
I'm not dropping the blade. I'm sorry. We can we just talk? Are you sure she's not armed? What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Drop the blade, slay the prince. Ich probiere das jetzt mal.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Ich finde diesen Kunststil so cool, ne?
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Finish the job, give up, flee, and lock her in the basement. Ist auch Blut an der Spitze von dem Cursor dran. Das ist cool.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
Oof.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder. Do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh. Okay. Capture to...
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of déjà vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died. What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again. But I already slew the princess, sure. She also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again? Proceed to the cabin, turn around and leave.
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Proceed to the cabin and turn around.
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her.
And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations. You've been
Und
given
ich muss mir
another
eben mal
chance to actually do
Tee
this right.
eingießen.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything?
If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Ugh, enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters. I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
Okay. Erstmal alles wieder ein bisschen umstellen hier.
Ich gehe gleich weiter.
So. Proceed to the cabin. Mal schauen.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it
Haben aber
matters.
jetzt noch eine neue
It's not
Stimme
like she can
dabei.
lie or
Nicht nur
cheat
die
in the middle of
dieselben.
a fight.
Was zum Fick heißt stubborn?
Uah.
Stur! Ja, die Stimme der Sturheit. Ah!
Are you sure about that?
Dankeschön.
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there, so don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
Okay, proceed into the cabin.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you,
as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving.
Es hat sich verändert, komplett.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You already wasted so much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
Wir wissen das mit dem... Ha! I care about whether I'm being lied to. I care? I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. You're right. It doesn't matter. Remain silent. Approach the mirror. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
The fuck? What the fuck?
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very.
Zakinato 21, Dankeschön fürs Folgen. Hallo und herzlich willkommen.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died and you
Hoffe, dir
certainly
geht's gut.
haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. The world is depending on you.
Okay. Okay, wir nehmen nochmal das Schwert.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the
Hello.
world without a weapon.
So, enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulphuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Oh, you English guy, that's no problem. You can write in English. And I can try to respond in English too. But if German is okay for you, I want to talk by myself in German. But it's okay, I can respond on you in English too. That's not the problem. But my English is not so much good.
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
The fuck?
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Naughty, naughty.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Sie sieht jetzt komplett anders aus.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes! I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
I'm in danger. I hope you heard all of that, Mr. Narrator. This is a lot different than last time, but last time definitely happened.
Okay.
Happened!
Let's say for a moment I believe you. For all we know, whatever happened to you last time was just a fluke, and beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember what happened last time.
Are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Yes, he would. He would ask that. Ah, you look different. So you do remember me. I'm actually here to free you. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we are both still alive. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet. Attack the princess? I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met. But I am not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. Turn around and leave. Turn around and leave without saying anything. Oh, Pilotenbrille. So. Moment, please. Da. Alright. I don't know what to say. But you look different. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight. I take this.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So you do remember me?
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
Was passiert, wenn wir das machen? Turn around and leave.
Oh, you've got another thing coming if you think you can just turn around and leave.
Drinking water!
Alright, thank you for your hydration.
As you step towards the stairs,
Oh, shit.
you hear the heavy creak of straining metal. Then a snap. She's loose. You have to make a decision, and you have to make it fast.
Hey, Charlie. Geh weiter. Geh. Run like hell? Die? Dodge the side and counter-attack. Turn and fight her head-on. Explore. Okay, team. What are we thinking? Nachdem wir jetzt einmal sie gekillt haben und sie uns gekillt hat. Rennen wir jetzt einfach mal. Ich will wissen, was passiert.
Scramble up the stairs before the princess can reach you. You coward! You practically feel her steamy breath on the back of your neck, but you manage just barely to throw yourself over the threshold and slam the heavy stone doors behind you. You're safe, if only for a moment.
Do you think this door is enough to hold me? You're not getting out of this. I don't care how many things I have to break. I'm getting the fight I want.
The entire cabin shakes
Oh,
as the princess throws herself against the basement door. It's huge and made of stone. We're fine, right? Of course we are. Any second now she's going to break through that entryway. And we're finally going to get to do what we came here to do. Another impact shakes the cabin.
Holy
a massive
shit.
gash splitting its way up the stone doors. Here she comes. The doors explode outwards, shards of stone clattering against the walls as the princess emerges from the basement.
Stop running.
We're doomed! In a fit of violence, the princess explodes across the room and closes the gap between you. You do your best to defend yourself from her onslaught, but you're sorely outmatched. For every wound you inflict on her, she inflicts 2 on you until, finally, you're no longer able to so much as stand. Your body giving out. No, nobody's giving out. We're just getting started. Don't be delusional, it's over. You fall to your knees.
Is that it? You're supposed to be tougher than this. Come on, get up. Keep fighting me.
No, this isn't right. Listen to me. Listen to her. We can do this. We can't.
Why won't you get up?
Ow, ow, oh,
Kicks you in the
ouch.
chest. Splinters from your shattered ribs stabbing into your heart and lungs. Your vision starts to swim. Finally, her face, twisted into an expression of disappointment and fury, fades.
Good timing. Good timing.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Alright.
On a path in the
um,
if you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there. Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it. So what? You'd have us cower in a corner?
More voices.
No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room
Same
for her
exact.
to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included. Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never... Then what is going on? What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here, and if you'd already seen things you weren't supposed to have seen. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other. Well, fortunately, you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider that. There's nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence here. Are we? I haven't signed off on anything yet. Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin. It's like I said, all just circles. Instinct tells me we need space, and I trust instinct. Nothing else to say. Not for me.
Oh. Oh, this sound is so terrible. This is so terrible. No matter what happened next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see this through. Proceed to the cabin. Silently proceed. What if I don't agree with the plan? What if I'd rather do something else? We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. I wouldn't even call these woods. It's like her influence has poured out into the world. Shadi, hallo Woody. Schön, dass du da bist.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament. No last advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind. I don't know, screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis.
Heute war anders langweilig und nervenaufreibend. Das ist blöd. Das ist sehr doof. Was da passiert.
Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us, something to chase.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Now all we need is some hellfire to
Time
complete.
for stretchy. Thank you.
Ah, shit.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. See? We have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there.
Long story short, jemand hat an meinem Regal, das ich in 3 Jahren jetzt 3-mal komplett neu geordnet habe, gefuscht und diese Person ist morgen fällig, wenn sie es war. Oha! Oh, scheiße, ja gut, kann ich nachvollziehen. Das kann ich nachvollziehen.
Take it.
That damn mirror is back. You never mentioned the mirror. But there's no way forward. There's a mirror at the end of the room and that's it.
Maybe it'll go away again.
Das siehst du bei Max Discord IRL. Alright. There's a baby based on Yggdrasil. Huh?
For something to go away, it would have to be there to begin with. And let me assure you, there's no mirror here. The only thing at the end of the room is the door to the basement.
Woody, ich guck dann nachher nochmal nach, was da los ist.
No use arguing. Mirror or not, we need to be there.
Fühl dich auf jeden Fall geflauscht.
Doesn't matter.
I agree with the freak. Let's get a move on already. And worst comes to worst, we can smash it.
Ja, das mit der Zuschauerserie finde ich auch komisch. Ja, die Yggdrasil in its Stamina Type. I don't know much about Beyblades, I guess. Okay, guys, take the blade or approach a mirror. Evil. The
You
mirror.
can try to
The
survive without
mirror.
our steel claw, but you've marked us as easy prey. You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You're rather committed to the bit, aren't you? The door's right there, it's right in front of you.
This really is just like last time.
It smells of nothing, yet it's still there. You bring
Smash
your
it.
fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor.
Why am I not surprised?
It was in our way, and now it's not. That's all that matters.
Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Goad her. Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
If you want to fight, then how about you come and get one? I know you can get out of there on your own. Are you sure you still want to fight? Continue to the basement landing.
Dead certain. Everything inside of me screams for it.
We need to get closer. She needs to see us to give chase. You've nowhere to
runter.
go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember, every crack and crevice will need to be faster than her. You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel.
Ist ja noch schlimmer geworden, holy shit.
Imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her face droops.
There you are. But this time you don't even have that little knife. Do you think this is a joke? Do you need me to break those fragile bones again to remind you how serious this is?
She's bubbling, hot with rage. We can't get close if we want to live. But we'll be able to draw her out of here. She's hungry for us. I know I said this earlier, but I really have to stress how thin of a razor's edge you're on right now. We know. The only way out is through the eye of the needle.
And we're going to win.
We'll need the steel claw. Grab it as we leave.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward,
Holy
ignoring her
shit.
chains as they bend. Snap.
Run. Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing the jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Anywhere you go, I will follow!
Good. You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same?
Steel claw, now.
Take
Without
the
missing a
blade.
step, you grab the blade from the altar.
So you do want to fight me? Good.
We're almost there. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there. And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass.
Grass? Oh yeah.
You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me. Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head.
Do it. Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you.
Wir probieren's einfach mal aus. Slay the princess.
You leap from the grass and bound towards the princess, keeping low.
Charging me head on? Brave and foolish.
Her body braces for impact, anticipating the clash. That's where you're both wrong. Left now. As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again. Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh. It's nothing. A scratch. Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned. We're actually going to pull this off, aren't we? You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
Oh shit.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again. She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady. More! Keep going! We can't stop now! You spy an opening, but this time she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground.
Oof.
Nothing! These blows are nothing to us! But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
You've outplayed me, haven't you? Something feels wrong. Something.
And? Then what happens?
Okay. Wide open field. But you do not have the
You're such a
chance,
sweetheart.
to respond. Something has taken her away and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. The narrator is gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror. Approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Wir gehen hin. We do it. The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final. That thing reeks of death.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
He approached the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. That thing reeks of death.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
The voices feel small, distant, as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. There you're gone. But the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. Oh, das ist cool. You are alone in the place that is empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. What? What? You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel? Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other? What happens now? Attack the entity, destroy your body. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I don't know what I am. I'm a person. What do you think I am? Solitary lights? What do you mean? I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans.
Oh, die Musik ist schön.
Shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one yearns to grow and struggle. Even now I feel a will pushing against mine, not realizing that we are one. She will make for a fierce heart. Do not mourn her. We will provide her with the growth she fought for.
Is this the end of the world that are out there? Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Are you the princess? What happens now?
Nothing, as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know freedom.
Dankeschön. Ich muss eben Stuckerzeug retten. How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? Oh. And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world.
La la la. Coole, coole, tralala. Coole, 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 schubdidu. Coole, coole.
Okay, make me forget. If we have
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
being semantic, what are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Alright.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Es ist genau das gleiche wie vorher. The same.
That's the spirit. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie. We're not going to go through with this, right?
Okay, it's the
She's
same.
a princess.
It's all the same.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it.
This time we don't take the blade, we go down to the basement. Straight ahead.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello?
Oh,
Is someone there?
no.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Ooh.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
The narrator is a little bit, not that good guy. I think he's the evil person in this story.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Hold on, let's talk a bit first. I'll see that I will see what I can do. Examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, it looks so nice now.
You're making a huge mistake.
No, you're doing the right thing.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
Oh!
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Is someone else here?
Hey, let me out of here! Explore, try the door. Return to the bottom of the stairs. Try
You
the door.
But it's locked from the outside.
Alright. Return.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely
Oh,
hesitates,
holy
raising her arm
shit.
to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Holy shit.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
What the fuck?
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens
Yes.
if you do that.
Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp. It takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Sie lächelt einfach. Hey.
How is she still smiling
Holy
after
shit.
everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Ach du Scheiße.
Now let's get out of here.
Approach a locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
The narrator is the bad guy. Oh shit!
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
No.
This isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect.
Oh shit.
Stop it! Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade! Move the blade! As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. You aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Ah, you glibbered.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, scheiße, ey.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you.
Oh.
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
Ich will eigentlich Punkte sparen, scheiße.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2. A damsel. Was heißt Damsel?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay.
Wir skippen mal den Anfang, weil der Anfang ist gleich. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning. Before you, she will lie. If only... Forget he said any. But he is a villain. Last time, what are you talking about?
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him.
I do, but I also speak from
Voice of the Smitten.
My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Wieder anders.
The blade is your implement.
Explore the mirror.
Walk up to, what are you talking
Approach the mirror.
about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
Is the mirror clean?
Reach forward, but there
Was
was
ist
a mirror
wieder
a
weg.
second ago. Now it's gone. Pity.
Okay.
Have a feather out of place. And
Take the
now
blade.
You take the blade from the table.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge. There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Into the basement. Mal schauen.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Wow.
A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love.
No.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
Ah, der
You
Narrator,
walk
ey.
down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Wow!
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Oh, wie sie sich freut.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Wie ich den Typen in der Bahn gerade eingebe. Ach, bist du gerade auf dem Weg nach Hause, you Klibbert?
Waiting for you to come back? You've been here before, haven't you? That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done.
Oh
What
nein.
matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Ah. Aber wie dumm kann man denn sein? Oh, apropos Dose, das ist eigentlich eine Idee. Wie spät leben wir denn? 21 Uhr. Bin gleich wieder da. Bin gleich wieder da. So, wieder da. Halbe Bahn stinkt jetzt nach der Scheiße, ey. Ja, verstehe ich voll. Was kann ich auch nicht nachvollziehen. Dose fällt runter und 5 Sekunden später macht man die Bierdose auf. Verstehe ich nicht. Kann ich nicht nachvollziehen, sowas.
We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Der war wahrscheinlich so schon angetrunken. Ja. Der war dann nicht nur angetrunken. Also wenn er das verpasst, seine Dose vielleicht noch oben ein bisschen zu klopfen, dann war er nicht nur angetrunken, dann war er schon ziemlich mittendrin.
Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
Ist aber morgen zeitig raus. Oh, Frühschicht morgen?
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
10 bis 18. Samstag frei. Oh, schön.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
Okay. What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there? I'm sorry about I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. Rescue the princess, slay the princess.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Oh Gott, ist das süß.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
That's because she's perfect.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
Würde kurz eher sagen, Schattenhand, ich hoffe, dir geht's gut. Wie immer hier im Lurk. Dankeschön für den Lurk-Support. Support! Und viel Spaß. Schön, dass du da bist. No, I don't want the world to end. I have no feelings one way or the other about the world's ending. Honestly, the world sucks. People are a plague, and I hope you broke the slow and painful ruin to them all. Remain silent. Nimm mal das hier.
I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a misanthrope.
Lucky for you, I did destroy the world. I destroyed all of it and made it awful for everyone.
I make it awful for everyone.
Proud that she just admitted to obliterating the entire world, but I guess that wouldn't actually move you.
Oh, it moves me. Whatever we do next, we should do our best to not let her out.
But have you seen her angelic face? She should get a pass. She just wanted to make us happy.
By destroying the world?
Apparently, yes.
Rescue the princess.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that.
Oh, kalter Energy-Drink. Oh.
Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom.
I'm not sure I follow.
Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do?
I think I'd rather believe in facts.
Ah, so you're one of those empiricists.
One of us has to be.
Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess,
Yes.
Not on my watch, villain.
Oh.
My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
You wouldn't.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Wow.
Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
What do you want to do? We leave, and then we have our whole lives to figure out what we want to do next.
That sounds perfect.
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Wow.
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Do you think you can open it?
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
Of course she can. You believe in her, right? Nobody is leaving this basement.
Oh, der Narrator, ey. Yeah, I think you've got this.
Okay, let me try.
The princess tries the handle, and the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you she could do it. You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin. And then you step outside. A happy ending at last.
Mal schauen, ob das so bleibt.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Oh nein.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Och nö. But you don't get a chance to make that jacket. Nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a... No. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you. But it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Yes.
The voices feel small, distant, as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in a long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know, at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same thing I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
be kind to you. You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
Boy!
Oh, jetzt habe ich mich erschrocken. Ah. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
Zach, you shocked me.
You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
And what if I don't want to bring you any more vessels? What if I just wait here forever?
Then we will remain here as we are now, barely finished, damp, cavernous.
Huh. Wait.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Was?
Penis!
No. Okay, it's closed by itself.
You have returned.
What
to me.
the fuck?
Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
What? What? What the fuck? Okay, das ist cool. That's cool, man. That's cool. Okay. That's cool. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for we will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to stay.
Okay, so they continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path. A warning. She will lie.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
She's a princess. We're supposed to ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you. Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust.
Hallo Baum! Ich hab grad was getrunken, aber ich trinke noch einen Schluck. Dankeschön.
Pristine blade. The blade is your implement.
Okay, nehmen das
Take
Schwert.
the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Hey Baum, ich hoffe, dir geht's gut und hattest einen schönen Tag. Und dann gehen wir mal runter.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This, her voice, carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Just checking in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way! Why you even think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away,
Heute
doesn't
beim
it?
Arzt wegen der Krankenmeldung. Und die Wartezeit war komisch. Komisch? Komische Wartezeit? Wartezeit, weil, also komisch, weil lang oder komisch, weil kurz? Irgendwas im Auge.
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
We'll be fine.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's a pretty awkward relationship. Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I am here to kill you? Okay, we've talked enough. What's her name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Ich habe einmal einen Pieps-Ding bekommen, weil Wartezimmer anscheinend voll oder so. Das hat so circa 20 bis 30 Minuten gepiept. Nach 20, 30 Minuten piep, 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 piep die ganze Zeit. Nein. Hat nach circa 20 bis 30 Minuten gepiept. Das hieß, ich soll ins Arztzimmer kommen. Und da habe ich dann nochmal 10 bis 20 Minuten gewartet. Hä? Das ist ja voll dumm. Das ist ja voll dumm.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
How will I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Ja, das ist wirklich komisch, Baum. Das ist richtig komisch.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade.
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
She is. I'm sure of it.
How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Aber Baum, dann wünsche ich dir noch weiterhin gute Besserung. Wie war dein Tag so, Schatти? Ach ja, ganz entspannt. Ein bisschen gedaddelt. Hab gestern Abend Seven vs. Wild die 3. Staffel angefangen zu gucken. Hab die heute zu Ende geguckt. Also so viele Folgen, wie es bis jetzt gibt. Gibt es jetzt gerade erst 4. Und ja. Also gibt jetzt gerade erst 7. Nicht 4. Habe ich 4 gesagt? 7. Und ja. Ansonsten ganz entspannt heute. Dann heute gegen Abend dann schön für meinen Mann und mich noch ein bisschen was gekocht. Deswegen hatte ich erst gedacht gehabt, ich könnte erst ein bisschen später anfangen mit dem Stream, aber ich habe es gerade noch so geschafft. Aber sonst ganz entspannt. Charlie, mach langsam. Ja, du. Okay. Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
You're apparently going to end the world. I know what I've been told. Whether you're not, I believe it is an entirely different matter. Lie? No. Remain silent. Nicht remain. You're apparently going to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Deflect. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure you have their reasons. They had their reasons for keeping that information secret from me. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them.
princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Explore a relationship? Are you coming onto me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh? Have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm going to keep you locked away down here at last for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
Okay.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Oh, I made my choice. I'm locking her into the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
You're making a mistake.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
No, we're sticking to the plan, locking her down here.
The death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there.
Oh
Why don't
no.
you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
Oh no.
Terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
Oh no.
You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
Oh no. Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. So all of that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster. Ignore her and go to sleep. Ich weiß nicht, was ich nehmen soll. Wir nehmen mal das Schlafen.
Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it. You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach.
Oh shit.
Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent.
Oh god, this is
all the
creepy as
time,
fuck.
cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Holy shit.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh shit. Chapter 2, The Nightmare. Oh no.
You're on a path you're here to slay her.
Okay. Das ist quasi natürlich wieder vom Anfang.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie
I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway.
Hier sind überall Geister. Hier auch, hier. Könnt ihr vielleicht gerade wegen dem Chat nicht richtig sehen, aber... Ich mach mal den Chat aus. So, Chat. Chatbox. Holy shit. Hier. Wie cool. Wie cool ist das denn?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door?
Stimmt, die Tür ist weg. Und der Tisch ist umgefallen. Und...
It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel
Was auf
her
der
eyes
Paranoid?
on us?
Oh, neue Stimmen.
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Wenn wir jetzt bestimmt zum Spiegel gehen, ist der wieder weg. Das ist doch wieder doof. Take the blade. Wir taken mal den Blade.
The blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
Can we have a bomb?
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself.
Will der schon wieder schmusen kommen? Will der schon wieder schmusen kommen?
Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Enter the basement.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Come back.
God.
She must have you confused with someone else. You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
How hard is it to throw a knife? I'm going to talk to her. We don't need a plan, I'm just going to kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know why you're all being such pessimists right now. We don't need a plan. Das machen wir so.
Finally, a voice of reason. The rest of you should take notes. You know why I'm being a pessimist.
I'm just asking questions.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Ich glaube, das sind alles ihre Augen. Die haben alle Wimpern.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Oh God. Go left, go right, do nothing. Go back the way you came. Wir Linkshänder. Wir gehen nach links.
You turn to the left. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are.
Holy
I told
shit.
you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think! Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Uff. Die hat ja schon hier richtige Einkerbungen drinne da.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. What are you doing?
Are you okay?
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
Nerves, heart.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead, even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. Liver, nerves.
Just kill you instead. How about I just kill you instead? We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. We can be friends even. I'm not going any of this. I'm not helping you leave. I'm not going to try and kill you. So do your worst. Toss the blade and remain with your nightmare. Okay, let's get out of here. Leaves together. Fine, you will. I'll let you leave. Run, slay the princess. Oh, ist schwierig.
liver, nerves, heart,
They have to be enemies.
liver,
Äh,
heart, lungs,
wir versuchen es mal. Wir versuchen es mal.
Princess cocks her head, neck cracking uncomfortably, and you can't help but imagine a smile carve its way from ear to ear on the other side of her mask.
liver,
Thinking about that knife, are we?
lungs,
Going to put that little theory to the test. See how it plays out.
liver,
But I don't think you're going to like what happens. Because even if you make me dead, you're not getting out of here. This place is mine.
Holy shit.
And I'm not giving you the stairs unless I'm leaving with you.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Yum.
liver, nerves,
Fine, you win. I'll let you leave. Leave together.
heart,
Could I run?
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart. We did it. We actually did it.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Lungs, liver,
Can she?
heart,
We've already seen how she can change. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You're not getting those stairs back. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
She falls to the ground, unmoving.
nerves, heart,
Oh shit.
Oh. I can stop now, can't I? I can. Finally. And now that she's gone, you can let us out of here. Right? But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us. It means that you're stuck here. Forever. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, I hate this. Time passes. Forever's gonna end eventually, right? No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end. I feel sick. It doesn't have to be forever, though, does it? What do you mean? We still have a way out, clutched in our hands. Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before. That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die? Because right now, you don't want us to do that. You're right. I don't. But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care? I just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours. Especially. Why? What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life. Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
It's not like it matters if I die. I'll just come back again. But guys, what more do I need? Am I not a creature of biology? Won't I starve or die of dehydration before forever happens? Are you stuck here with us, or are you capable of going other places? Take the blade from her body.
That's a grim thought, isn't it? But I suppose you're right. You are a creature of biology. Something will happen to you before forever comes along. We don't have to starve to death. You have our way out.
Use it. We do it.
You remove the blade from the princess's body. What exactly are you planning on doing with it?
Slay yourself. Throw the blade into the void.
I don't like this, but I suppose there's not much I can do to stop you, is there? You raise the blade to your neck and slit your carotid artery. Here we go.
Oh Gott. Die Geräusche, holy shit. Wraith. Hoi? What?
You're on a path in the wood. Shit. This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Yes, so it does.
Voice of the Cold, noch mehr.
No, there has to be a way out of here. There just has to be. What if we do what she asked us to last time? What if we just let her leave? Okay, so you've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her and all about the threat she poses to the world. Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it, yourself included. Oh, threatening us with death, are we? And why should we be afraid of dying? We've already done it twice. All death has done is shunt us back to these woods, where we're forced to listen to your empty warnings again and again. This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end.
Ich finde das echt cool, dass quasi jeder Pfad, den wir bis jetzt gegangen sind, dass diese Hütte im Wald sich verändert hat, der Pfad zur Hütte sich verändert hat hier und sich allgemein alles ändert und auch ihre Erscheinung und vor allem auch, wie sie spricht. Das finde ich so cool. Und wenn ich diese ganzen Bilder sehe, ich meine, es sieht erstmal nach nicht so viel schlimmem Zeug aus, aber das ist sicherlich gar nicht mal so einfach, das Zeug ständig immer wieder zu verändern und zu machen. Auch wenn das ein relativ einfacher Stil ist, aber dieser richtig, richtig darke, schon fast traurige Bleistift oder ja, Kohlestiftstil, das ist schon ziemlich cool. Richtig, richtig cool. Also mir gefällt das sehr.
Her influence? I really should have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright? Great. Let's just hurry.
So.
You continue
Wir
down the
gehen mal
path
hin.
towards the cabin.
Bin ja mal gespannt, wie es jetzt weitergeht.
It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. I don't like any of our options here. It feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There must be something we're missing. Something that would make everything make sense. Maybe letting her out really is the answer. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out.
See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Are you trying to use reverse psychology on me, or have you just given up?
There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue. Would you look at that? We won. Take it however you will.
Into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... that's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror.
Okay, das ist wieder los.
What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? What do you mean there isn't a mirror? There's a mirror, plain as day at the end of the hall. I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Let's pretend there is a mirror at the end of this hallway and that right now we can't see behind it. What's there? What's behind it?
You're asking what's at the end of the hallway. It's the way to the basement. Are you saying there isn't a door? Are you saying that at the end of the hallway there's just an opening again? He didn't say door, did he? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening. It's just like last time, isn't it? Only instead of a visible empty void, there's an invisible one. For all we know, she could be standing right there behind the mirror. For all we know, she's going to jump out at us, and there's nothing we can do to stop her. Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you, and certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement.
Approach the mirror.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward, towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Wipe the mirror clean.
That I know what's about to happen. Knowing makes it so much worse. You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Oh, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
Helplessly staring into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts your bones, snap. Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her groin carved
holy
from ear
shit!
to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
Holy shit! Oh
You
god.
killed me last time, and that was after you tried to lock me away forever. I was so close to freedom, but then you took my body away from me. So now, I'm going to take your ass, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you get to watch me do it, completely helpless, just like you left me.
Okay, maybe letting her in isn't the best idea. She clearly hates us.
And what's your point? I thought you wanted to get out of here. This is a way out, and it's different. We might as well take it.
Yeah, but not like this. She's going to make it hurt.
Then turn off the part of you that feels things.
Oh, like it's that easy?
It is. Pain is just another sensation. If you can tolerate joy, you can tolerate pain.
Except that pain hurts.
Yes, that's what it does. That's the definition.
Do we need to explain to you why pain is bad?
You need to explain to yourself why it is.
Look, we even know you killed me and then I killed you. Water under the bridge, right? I never wanted to hurt you. I don't even know how I got here. I'm a victim in all of this too, you know. Wouldn't possessing me against my will make you not better than me? You don't have to be evil. You don't have to do this. Do you need to take my body? Can I just open the door for you? It's fine. I actually came here to free you.
See? That wasn't so hard. And maybe this'll make it hurt a little less. Maybe.
Jesus.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. Okay, deep breath. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Ich mag den Paranoiden.
Is there any conceivable way that this is fine? Yeah, I'm right. This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk.
It is fine. Everything is always fine. These consequences have no real impact on us outside of momentary discomfort. I'm sure we'll be moving on again soon enough.
Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
The fuck?
You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
Holy shit.
It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. I'd beg you to resist, but you've already surrendered your will to her, haven't you? You're the puppet master here. If this is the only way we could cut ourselves free from you, so be it.
It's a new experience. You should try being possessed sometime. There's nothing else like it.
There's nothing wrong with fixing your mistakes. I'll remember that. But I'll also never forget what you've done.
Your body inches along the corridor, every step more difficult and painful than the last. Your joints stiff and unresponsive, the shattered bones of your ankle grinding ceaselessly, as if they're fragmenting, then reforming, then snapping all over again as you make your way towards the outside world.
Holy shit. Ah, diese Geräusche.
Like the exit to the cabin is getting any closer. If anything, it's getting further away. Please, just let her out. It's pointless, isn't it? I can't stop her without you, and you'd already given up by the time we met. No, screw that. The hallway gets even longer.
Okay, jetzt, wie soll man sagen? Die Prinzessin stellt sich jetzt über den Narrator.
It really is, isn't it? Isn't saying all of this his job?
Holy shit.
Oh, he really is, isn't he? I had a feeling you could deal with him for us.
Huh.
This is it then. The big moment. Finally, we'll get to see what's really out there.
But as you stepped outside the bounds of the cabin, you feel another violent tear. A rending that cuts all the way down your soul. You are once again separated from everything that had nestled in the deep crevices of your body. From everything that isn't you.
Us again. How interesting. Everything is gone. Except her.
What is happening to me?
Okay. But you don't answer her before she's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you. But it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay, just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. It's calling us. And not in a good way. You don't need to comfort them.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Can we trust you? Whatever makes you happy.
Approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Holy shit! The decay, the withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Oh. You are at the cabin, approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again.
To be honest, das Game juckt mich gerade null. Bin nur wegen Schatти hier. Habe für sowas eher wenig Aufmerksamkeit. Das ist ja kein Problem. Aber es ist lieb, dass du wegen mir da bist.
All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Ich meine, ich hatte das Game schon ein paar Folgen bei Gronk gesehen und meinte dann, ja, das würde mich auch mega interessieren. Und habe ich erst geguckt gehabt, ob ich es irgendwo quasi als Key kriege. Und dann hat mir Flem das geschenkt. Und da habe ich dann gesagt, ich tu das Stream. Überwiegend jedes Zuckerstück. Selber. Aber ich find's halt interessant, dass man quasi immer Layer und Layer dieser Persönlichkeit von dieser Prinzessin zusammenfindet. Was von extrem creepy zu extrem wahnsinnig, zu extrem niedlich und so weiter und so was führt, wie Emotionen quasi oder Charaktereigenschaften. Das finde ich interessant. You can't be a contradiction. Contradiction don't exist. How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
No, not really. It all seems too distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
You know what, at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me.
I'm ready to go back. Mal schauen, was wir noch finden.
You're on a path. You're here.
So, okay.
You make your way up the short
Would smash
path
though.
of the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning. She will lie. She will cheat.
We're not going to go through with this, right?
Ignore him. He doesn't know.
So.
The interior of the blade is...
Wir gehen mal runter.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Ich finde es interessant. Wenn wir das Schwert nicht nehmen, ist sie halt so...
Hello? Is someone there?
Wenn wir das Schwert mit runternehmen, ist sie halt so richtig kalt. So richtig... ekelig.
Hypnotizing.
Das kennen wir schon. Das kennen wir auch schon. Wir sagen mal nichts und gehen mal runter.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
Princess. So is Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating? Or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
What are you going to do if I let you out of here? Und das hat mir beim letzten Mal, glaube ich, schon gefragt. Can't believe you've been keeping it on like this and getting you out of here. Okay, I'm going to get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. Examine the chains.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you, and you won't. I promise.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't.
I'm going to check upstairs, blah blah blah.
Okay. I'll be here.
You attempt to make your way out of the base. Is someone else here? Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again.
Return to the bottom.
Make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind. It's the blade from upstairs. Or we could. You won't like.
Save the princess, slay the princess. Mal nochmal safe.
Fine. Against you, you cut into. The blade is sharp, and it takes her limb. She didn't. No.
Das ist
She
weg.
didn't. She smiles. How is she?
Thank you.
Mal schauen,
No. We
ob
won't
und
have
wie
any
das
of
jetzt
it.
geht.
The stakes are too
In der Theorie ist es genau das
Can't
gleiche,
let
wie
her
was wir schon mal
escape the
hatten.
world. No. I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess... Wait, watch me.
Jetzt geht das nämlich nicht mehr mit dem One-Hair. Das geht jetzt nicht mehr. Ach, shit. Ja.
Okay, there's no going back now. You bring the blade down to strike, but she's fast. She ducks to the floor.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time? I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
Jesus.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2, the witch. Oh.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her. A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our
Opportunist ist
chest.
jetzt dabei.
I'm not sure we can trust him. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Okay. Cabin. Jetzt bin ich mal gespannt.
Warning. Before she will lie, don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Zur Cabin.
The interior of the
Holy
cabin is
shit.
a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that almost is... The blade is your implement.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it.
That's not actually a bad idea.
Okay. Approach the mirror.
Walk up to... What are you talking about?
Wipe
You reach
back.
forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how
Immer ist er
ridiculous
weg.
you look right now.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair.
Sieht so cool aus,
The
ne?
weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Holy shit. I'm not
But
nasty.
you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. But you can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is.
Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess.
Fine, fine. You're the boss.
Oha.
Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below.
You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already... That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I'm sorry about last time.
Smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice?
Hello,
You're such a gracious
hello.
little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Don't worry, the blade isn't for you or not for killing you. We've got to get you out somehow, right?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Unless you want to fight, but I don't want to fight.
Just because I'll never trust you doesn't mean I won't use you to get what I want. The cabin lets prying little beasts like you come as you please, but it insists I stay where I am. If I'm to leave, I'm to leave with you, and you alone.
I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of goodwill. Give her the blade.
You can't be serious. Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no. As do I. I, abstain? You abstain? She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
This isn't a democracy. We're giving her the blade.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do. You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
It's up to you. It's why I gave you the blade. I chose last time, and I regret it. So now it's your time to choose. We're both scared and we're both hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. Do you want that? I don't. We can be better than this. You're beautiful. I want to actually save you, and this feels like the only way to do it. If you're like someone I know, you're probably going to kill me. Remain silent. Sie ist schon hübsch.
She pulls back, clearly
Ah,
nonsense
die
you just said there.
blusht. Die blusht. Oh, wie süß. Ah.
I thought it was nice. Whether it's nice depends on if we meant it. We didn't. If you were lying, we'd all know. But unfortunately, you weren't lying.
What? What do you mean by that? What kind of game are you playing?
The look of surprise that momentarily softened her features vanishes as she steels her nerves. And then she buries the blade in your heart. What? No, come on, that's not right. I told you this is what she was.
I told you.
Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond.
Aww.
Nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3. The
You're on
Thorn.
a path in the woods. I can't believe she actually stabbed us. I told you not to give her the blade. I told you it would come around to bite us. I voted against it. Yeah, we know. You already got your I told you so's in while we were bleeding out. I just wanted to make sure that everyone here knows that I was and am on the right side of that argument.
Oh, you're far from being on the right side of anything. You're fixated on the past, whereas what you should be is fixated on the future. Ho-ho, a visionary. I like it. Tell me more. Gladly, my dear fellow. By cruelly turning on the princess in her moment of vulnerability, we made ourselves an enemy. But by mastering our fear and insecurity and handing over our power, we've begun a journey to something so much deeper. I like journeys. Travelling is a bit of a passion of mine. It makes me so relatable. Now, where are we off to? Well, if we're lucky, it's a journey to love.
Journey to love.
She hates us. Does she? She hesitated before stabbing us to death. There might just be a kernel of affection in that angry, angry heart. As ridiculous as this guy is, maybe he has a point. I don't know if I necessarily buy into his whole love journey thing, but maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change, so maybe she'll realise that things don't have to end in violence. You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try. Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right? It makes no difference if we conspire in the shadows or bear our intentions with open hearts. We are breaking your cruel cycle and whisking her away to freedom. Oh, are you now? Great, so you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once. Twice, actually. Sure, twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the prince.
So, me. Gehen wir zu der Cabin.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point. I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. The princess is a threat to you. She's a threat to me, and most importantly, she's a threat to the world. You know what you have to do. The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore. The burned-out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old.
Shutty also a threat to the world because she's too cute for it.
The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table. A pristine... Wait, this isn't right. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she? Well, it's not. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work. If she does have it, that's all the more reason to put our faith in her. We have already shown her our heart. Now she has to show us hers. Unless her heart tells her to stab us, which doesn't seem unlikely, so yes, I agree. Let's make sure we get on her good side.
Okay. How do we even get down there? The only thing I see is that mirror.
You're right, the mirror is back. There isn't anywhere for us to go. There isn't a mirror. I still don't get his angle here. Either way, I say we take a look. It feels like it's been forever since we've actually seen ourselves. For all we know, our feathers are all out of place, and that's why we haven't yet won her heart. We must put our best face forward.
Yeah, we can't go around looking disheveled. A real go-getter takes care of his appearance. So, is the door to the basement behind the mirror? I promise you there isn't a mirror, and there isn't a door to the basement. The entrance is more of a burned-out frame than anything else, and it's right there on the far side of the room. You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent.
Ich frage mich, warum der diesen Spiegel nie sieht.
You know what you have to do. Wipe away the grit from the mirror and behold our handsome features.
Oh, handsome features.
It went away when we touched it last time. You reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. You really thought there was a mirror there, didn't you? That can't be good. As if things weren't unpredictable enough.
Wow, Woody.
Alas, our fine features remain unseen. We'll just have to trust that she'll find us beautiful as we are. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us. You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you.
So was auch mal. Das ist ein Kompliment. Das kann ich.
Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved. These thorns are an expression of her pain. I know it. She's calling out for help. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? You betray me, I kill you, and you come back. You let me kill you, and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
I want to figure out a way out of here for good.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
Proceed down the stairs.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation. At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
Nein. Yeah, I'm here to laugh. What did you think would happen after you killed me? Do you think I wouldn't hold it against you? I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you. If you let me. I can cut you free, but you'll have to give me the blade. Where's your blade? You're in a prison of your own making. I broke our cycle of violence. If you still want to wallow in it, be my guest. Turn and leave. I guess I don't have anything left to say to you. Fine. If you're going to be like that, I'm going to leave. Have a nice life. Ja, das ist wie, wenn man in den Wald geht und überall sind diese Himbeer- und Brombeersträucher. Und man hat keine Gummistiefel an, die über die Waden gehen und so. Und man läuft dann so durch dieses dicke Unterholz und durch die ganzen Büsche durch. Oh, das ist richtig doof, richtig eklig. Vor allem ist es halt einfach so Pain. Jede Bewegung, die man macht. Oh. What? Xenovex, ich hoffe, ich habe deinen Namen richtig ausgesprochen. Danke für den Raid und hallo Raiders. Willkommen. Hä? Akisokuya, Dankeschön für den Raid. Was ist denn heute los hier? Danke. Kannst auch nur wegsagen. Dankeschön. Was habt ihr gemacht? Was habt ihr gespielt? Ich hoffe, euch geht's gut. Doppelraid. Ja, Doppelraid. Ah, Sunhaven. Ach, schön. Müsste ich auch mal wieder spielen. Ich hab's bloß mal angedaddelt gehabt vor einer ganzen Weile. Ach, schön. Boah, ihr habt mich jetzt richtig überrascht. Ah, freut mich wahnsinnig, dass ihr da seid. Ah, so. Ja, wir spielen ein relativ storylastiges und textlastiges, leider komplett auf englisches Spiel, Slay the Princess. Wo man, ich sag jetzt mal Emotionen, wo man viele Emotionen von einer Person oder so kennenlernen, suchen muss oder so ähnlich. Ich weiß gerade nicht, wie ich es am besten beschreiben soll. Aber man stirbt sehr oft. Aber das ist jetzt nichts Schlimmes. Also man muss sterben irgendwie, keine Ahnung. Wie hieß das Game? Kennst du ein bisschen? Es ist echt interessant. Es ist, also zumindest für Leute, die so storybasierte Spiele mögen, ist das echt interessant. Und Musik und komplettes Feeling von dem Spiel ist wirklich gut. Ja, das Knilz auf... Moment. Nee, warte. Da! Das Knilz ist mein Männchen, jawohl. Mein Lieblingsmoderator, der liebe Flem. Ah... Irgendwie sehe ich mich in dem Knilz. Viel zu lesen ist auf Dauer für mich leider sehr schwierig. Ja, es wird relativ viel also es wird eigentlich größtenteils alles vorgelesen, außer die Texte hier. Die muss man dann selbst lesen, aber das ist jetzt eigentlich auch nicht so sehr extrem viel. Es ist relativ kurz gehalten. Das meiste, was dann kommt, das ist halt dann vom Narrator oder von den anderen Stimmen, die in unserem Kopf sind. Und wird halt eben dann quasi vorgelesen. Also auch die Texte von der Prinzessin, die werden dann vorgelesen. Es ist halt alles so ein bisschen, es ist nicht richtig, also es ist schon animiert, in Anführungsstrichen, aber halt Picture by Picture. Aber das ist extrem gutes Storytelling, meiner Meinung nach. Und es lohnt sich, das auch selbst mal durchzuspielen, weil in jedem neuen Anlauf, sagen wir mal, du spielst es jetzt gerade neu, kann für dich das erste komplett anders sein als bei mir. Ich hatte angefangen bei Gronk zu schauen und bei ihm war das auch komplett anders, als bei mir es gewesen ist. Ja, Flem ist auch meistens im Hintergrund, wenn nicht gerade irgendwie Katzen vor meine Kamera laufen oder an mein Mikrofon dopsen. Oder Randale machen. Aber ja, er ist auch ab und zu hören. Ja. Aber wir sind nicht hier zum Lachen, zumindest jetzt gerade hier in diesem Abschnitt nicht. Hab's schon auf der Wishlist. Ich empfehle es wirklich sehr. Es macht echt Spaß, weil ich sag einfach, man lernt quasi die verschiedenen emotionalen Lagen dann kennen. Und es ist halt jedes Mal was anderes. Du kannst aber auch keine Entscheidung quasi wiederholen. Wir hatten vorhin das, wo man quasi die Prinzessin bei einer Entscheidung warnen konnte. Das hatten wir einmal machen können. Und beim zweiten Mal, wo wir fast das gleiche gespielt hatten, konnten wir sie nicht mehr warnen. Und naja, dann sind Dinge passiert. Aber es ist wirklich, ich möchte nichts vorwegnehmen, wenn du selbst noch spielen möchtest. Deswegen, es macht echt Spaß. Und jeder Weg ist halt irgendwie ein bisschen anders. Und das ist schon interessant. Also, finde ich zumindest. I can cut you free, but you'll have to give me the blade. Nehmen wir das. I'm not here to love. I'm here to free you. If you let me. Yeah.
I want to trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
You're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm as trapped as you are. I think we need to leave together.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
Rosie. Hi.
And I've also hurt you.
Ja, das ist genau das gleiche, was wir vorhin hatten. Is there nothing I can say to change your mind?
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
She's right. There's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own.
We don't need words to send a message. It is through action that we can show her our adoration, our devotion, our kindness.
Ja, das sind relativ viele. Manche wiederholen sich, ja, in Anführungsstrichen. Man kann relativ wirklich viel auswählen bei manchen Dingen. Maybe it's past time for either of us to say anything. All that counts is action. Reach for the blade.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
She trusts us. She trusts us. Doesn't that set your heart aflutter?
Yeah, a little. It could just be nerves. Being this close to her does bring back unpleasant memories, but I don't know, it doesn't feel bad. It feels good. Like we're special to her.
We are special to have gained an ounce of trust from a maiden so guarded. Now all that remains is to free her from her bindings.
Oh, das Mitten ist halt so lustig.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's show her how much both of us have changed. Or, hear me out, we slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance. That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
I see that the lines have been drawn.
It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2. You don't count. And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
Und diese Stimmen, die... Ich werde beklettert von der Katze. Look at you. Mach schön langsam. Aber die Stimmen, die sich bei manchen Dingen halt einfach gegenseitig ärgern und nerven, das ist halt auch so ein richtig lustiger Teil von dieser gesamten Geschichte. Es werden stellenweise auch immer mehr und mehr Stimmen im Kopf, die halt dann quasi mitreden wollen. Und ja, es ist halt schon echt interessant. Muss ich wirklich gestehen. Es ist halt echt eine richtig interessante Story.
Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Unholy Motherfuckers. Hallo, Sento. Schön, dass du da bist. Au! Au! Ich wurde mit einem Wal beworfen. Wow.
Yes, what a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her. You can't just switch sides as soon as
Wal ins Gesicht klatschen.
I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess.
Everyone deserves a chance at redemption. Let him join us and be merry. We are all united by our passion.
Sento, wie geht's dir? Ich hoffe, dein Tag war angenehm.
That's right. What he said. We've already given him a chance at redemption. And who says I don't deserve another? I really mean it this time. I'm big enough to admit when I'm wrong. So I want to help you.
And I have no problem with that. Welcome to the team. You're one of us now.
Woche ist anstrengend. Oh nein. Was ist da los? Bei mir ist alles flauschig. Alles super flauschig. Ich muss bloß kurz mal gucken, wie spät es ist. Alright. Wir probieren jetzt noch diese Szene durchzukriegen. Und dann muss ich auch langsam ausmachen.
You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess and she flinches. Relaxing only slightly.
Weil unterbesetzt, ja gut. Ja, durch die aktuelle Krankheitswelle ist schon klar, weil war bei meiner alten Arbeit so, es sind halt dann die Leute alle auf Arbeit gekommen, die krank waren. Durch die laute Umgebung musste man relativ nah beieinander stehen, damit man überhaupt irgendwas hören konnte. Nö, und so schnell kann man sich dann anstecken, ne?
And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart.
But you're such a pathetic attempt at distraction and subterfuge. Our blade is a dashing sword, and every dashing sword is an extension of its hero. It won't slip.
You're right. He can't even make it slip, can he? He's a bit of a nobody.
Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning.
The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Do you see the way she's looking at us? Kiss her. Kiss her now before the moment ends.
Dick für den Narrator. Ich mag den Typen nicht. Der ist bestimmt der Böse der gesamten Geschichte.
No, you can't. Absolutely not.
Oh, der ist ein Arsch. Ich will die smoochen.
Well as I do.
Smoochen. Not slay the princess. Princess. Smooch the princess.
And we wouldn't want to throw away a chance for a special moment, now would we? If I were only capable of throwing myself off a bridge.
Well, are you going to describe our steamy, romantic kiss?
You lean in and you kiss her. and she reciprocates enthusiastically. You kiss. It's done. Are you happy now?
Come on now, this is the big moment. You can do better than that.
Fine. You and the princess lock eyes and stare
Witty.
the roaring emotion that comes from letting what once was hatred turn into pure, unbridled passion. Are you making fun of us? And then each of you close your eyes and kiss Words can describe neither the nuclear fire nor the oceanic depth of your connection.
Wow.
Please. I think he actually likes romance. If history itself were not about to end, historians would document this moment for the rest of time. Musicians would write era-defining ballads, and great artists would expend entire lifetimes trying to merely capture the spark you hold right now. He's making fun of us. It doesn't matter either way, because this is good stuff. I'm aware of my skills. But unfortunately for you, the moment doesn't last forever. You open your eyes, the princess smiles gently up at you. Time for you to damn the whole world to oblivion, I suppose.
That was nice.
Her hand slips into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs. Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
Ich heirate den Typen.
Please, after all the trials we've been through, do you really think a few measly thorns can stop us? Love is an even more powerful weapon than our blade. We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
Cut oder Step? Cut oder Step? Cut.
As you swing your blade into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield. Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this? Your nightmare is our dream. Whatever world would condemn star-crossed lovers like us to a cycle of violence and despair isn't a world worth saving. We'll weave something new together. Something better. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Step into your freedom.
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day, you irredeemable murderers.
What do we do now?
Jetzt geht's schon wieder los mit diesen
Where's everything going?
Zeug hier an den Seiten.
Why is it so cold?
You do not get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Ich glaube, das ist wahrscheinlich ihr Outfit, I guess. Aber hätte man die theoretisch an hier oben rum halt auch wegmachen können, weil das ist doch... Aua. Aua.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
So.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different, yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Ah, ist das so holzig, der Arm? Das verstehe ich auch noch nicht ganz so richtig, was das dann bedeutet. Ich meine, wir haben jetzt wieder was abgeschlossen. Aber ich bin extrem verwirrt. Ich bin extrem verwirrt. Holzarmig wusste ich, wie der Typ im Spiegel gerade. So, wir machen mal ein Save. Wunderbar. So, und auf dieser hohen Note gehen wir jetzt ins Just Chatting. Quit. Yes. So. Und schauen, wen wir... Ich habe Flashbacks. Wer hat schon wieder ein Update? Das ist schön. Das ist ja wunderbar, ist das. Desktop Audio mal kurz aus. Ja, ich wünsche euch auch eine gute Nacht. Schlaft gut und träumt was Süßes. Ich guck mal, wen ich noch überfallen kann. Nimm, 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 nimm. Nimm, 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 nimm. Ja, ich glaube, ich habe jemanden gefunden. So. Right. Aber ehe ich noch das vergesse. Shoutout. Und Mann. So. Auch noch. Wunderbar. Och Mann, na klar muss ich jetzt warten. Och nö. Ich will nicht warten. Hör mal. Ach Mensch. Ja. Wir gehen jetzt. Ich muss eine Minute noch was warten. Ach nö. Hä? N-O-V-E-X. Hä? E-Y-N. O-V-E-X. Es kann doch nicht sein, dass es den nicht gibt. Wollen mich doch verkackeiern. Ja, jetzt geht das. Hä? I'm so confused right now. Okay, wir raiden. Jemand, der Kunst macht. Ja, ich wünsche euch eine gute Nacht, süße Träume und bis Sonntag. Tschüss, ihr Süßen. Bis bald.